Hey y'all. So today we're going to talk about job site cleanliness. So job site cleanliness entails a lot of different things. It entails different things based on what job you're at. If you're at a month-long commercial project versus a service call, those two things look very different for job site cleanliness. But there are some general practices that we want to follow. So let's start with like the 1 day projects or less. So we want to maintain the image of cleanliness throughout the whole project. Um, and so that means making sure that if you're done in a specific area of a person's house or of the space that you're working in, then you want to make sure that you're picking up as you go. That way it's not one big hurricane of a mess. You're having to clean it up all at the same time, just not looking great on the company. So if you're cleaning up as you go, saves time at the end. That's great. It also just maintains a look of cleanliness to the customer. There's grace for that, of course. So if you're, like working on something and you need tools somewhere else and tools here, tools there, and you need them there, that's great. Do the job, but maintain a professional, cleanly image throughout that. And then alongside of that, there's the appearance to the customer. You're in somebody's home, so somebody's letting you into their sacred space, their space that they spend all of their life in, all of their home life in, and so you just want to maintain a image of cleanliness there as well. Be respectful for how what you're doing is in their space. So if you're drilling holes into something and it's making a lot of dust everywhere, we want to minimize that as much as possible. We want to have somebody there with the vacuum. We want to hold a vacuum while we're drilling underneath it to try to minimize that dust. Put drop cloths down. Be wiping down surfaces as you go. That kind of thing. Maintain a professional, cleanly image. But for month-long commercial projects, you're not gonna be wiping down every wall every day, because that's not a great use of time. But what you are going to be doing is every day as you're going along, you want to make sure that what you're doing is not making the job site less cleanly. So if you're done in a specific area, you bring all the materials back to the home base, right? Whether that is a job box or a room full of our materials and ladders and stuff like that. We want to make sure that it's all condensed, all locked up, all clean every night before we leave the job. What that does, it's not just good for your morale in the morning, because it's good to have a clean work site. What it also does is if anybody were to come, whether that be the person who is devoting so much money and time into this project, whether that's the GC or the building, the owner. So that's kind of what we're thinking about while we're cleaning up at these projects. So make sure that if you have nothing to do, especially as an apprentice, if you have nothing to do, you're sitting there, you're either watching somebody work or you're waiting to be told something to do, what you can always do, always do, is start cleaning. There's never a time, I'm willing to say never a time, that you cannot be cleaning. Whether that is not even cleaning the job site, it can be cleaning the truck, it can be cleaning, you could take a wet rag and clean out the inside of the truck. You could organize the screws, stuff like that. It really helps, and it actually shows that you are willing to put in that much effort instead of sitting there doing nothing. So that's kind of what we're looking at, and it helps you move up in the company. So might as well, view it through that perspective as well. If you're working in somebody's space, what you can also do is if you have to cut some wood or something like that, go outside. Go do it in the yard. If you have to drill out some metal, don't do that in their living room. Do it outside where it's not going to really hurt anything. Um, if you're able to. Sometimes you're not able to. Sometimes you're drilling into a stud in the house, and you obviously can't bring that outside. But try to maintain a clean, professional image. Other thing is trash. If we got to make sure that all the trash is condensed as much as possible. So that's kind of how we're viewing job site cleanliness. Um, is pick up after yourself. Pretty much all. Thank you.